Remember when people were literally like running over each other and punching each other in the face and borderline killing each other? I swear like knives were drawn to get Stanley cups, limited edition Stanley cups in Starbucks or Target. Or that woman who had like hundreds of cups on her wall, like just decorating her wall. Listen, I love it. I love a Stanley cup. I love collecting things. I love consumerism. But there is definitely like a craze for trinkets at the moment, right? Obviously we have Stanleys, we have the Rhoda lip balm, phone cases, Labubus, and now it's the $30 Starbucks Bear Cup. I'm going to interrupt myself for just a minute here because I want to tell you about the incredible giveaway myself and Bellessa are doing. We are giving away free toys or vouchers for toys when you use my link down below to sign up for my giveaway. So yes, everyone gets something, no catch, that link is below. Let me show you what they have over there. Just before I show you, Bellessa are a great brand for sexual wellness. And listen, looking after yourself in this area is very important. It helps you understand yourself better. It boosts your mood. It's one of the easiest forms of stress relief you can do privately and safely, and no one needs to know about it. But you feel the benefits, it makes you show up better in life in general. If you don't know, Bellessa is a bi-woman company for all things sexual wellness, and their whole mission is to empower everybody to embrace, explore, and actually celebrate their sexuality. And honestly, they do it so well. So let me show you some of Bellessa's standout toys. So first up, we have the Air Vibe. This gives you dual stimulation. So you have vibration here, you have suction here. In the most compact, discreet case that you can charge with the case closed. She is waterproof, she's rechargeable, silent. No one will ever know. But you also have a new Air Vibe Pro. They took the OG and upgraded everything. Stronger vibrations, quieter performance, better battery life, and remote control functionality. So she combines Bellessa's best-in-class vibrator technology with their updated suction technology. So you get 5 suction speeds and 5 vibration speeds, so you can customize their experience however you like with a remote, which is great. And then we have the Flutter Vibe, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It simulates a human tongue, but with better and crazy precision right here. Again, dual stimulation, super discreet case, waterproof, rechargeable, and powered by their discreet series technology. And last but not least, definitely not least, we have the Pebble. You get separate suction and vibration controls. It fits perfectly in your hand. Look at that. Any way you want it, really. And no annoying pattern modes, just the good stuff. So again, because I don't want you to miss out, everyone who signs up to my giveaway with Bellessa gets either a free toy or gift card for a toy. Every single person. So use the link below, go claim your prize, and thank me later. Listen, brands love pulling people in, especially us millennials. The bear cups are cute. It's nostalgia. It's like that old time honey nostalgia. Starbucks aren't a greatest company to be obsessed with, you know. We're easily sold when it comes to nostalgia, a lot of us anyway. So to have this like, oh, it looks like the honey we used to have. I'm not sure why they're going crazy over this one specifically. You could just buy one of these online without the Starbucks logo and whack a straw in it, like one of those honey containers, and call it a day. It's definitely because it is Starbucks. For me, it's always going to be the resellers. Someone is going to jump on this, buy 20, and yeah. Anyway, let's look at the map.
You're watching people in New Jersey elbowing each other, trying to get their hands on Starbucks' newest holiday product. This is their new 20-ounce glass barista cup. It went on sale on Thursday and quickly started selling out. At some locations, people waited in long lines even before the store opened.
It's so embarrassing. Imagine fighting over a cup. I want this cup so bad, I'm gonna elbow someone in the face.
To try to snag one. And the craze quickly turned into an online reseller's dream. Within hours, the cup, which initially was selling for $29.95, started appearing on eBay for upwards of $500. Upset customers took to social media to complain about the lack of supply. Starbucks said in a statement to People magazine that they're sorry for the disappointment, but demand exceeded their expectations. Starbucks.
Have you learned nothing, Starbucks, from releasing limited edition Starbucks mugs? We know. How do you not know? How do the people in your whatever it is who deal with how much stock there is not realize that when you sell something limited edition as Starbucks, people are going to fight over it? And people are going to go in and purchase like 5 or 6. They should limit.
Also said that they're going to be launching new holiday merch soon, but until then, it's going to be the OG coffee cup.
There are people out there physically assaulting each other so they can give a super shady company that allegedly abuses their workers, allegedly, their money. Like, what? What? Also, the reselling $500 for a cup is insane. For a Starbucks cup, I wonder if anyone's actually buying these. Are you really going to spend $500 on a cup off a bear? Imagine $500. That's like half of someone's rent sometimes on a Starbucks cup. Listen, I've never been a victim to a reseller. I have to be honest though. There was something I was collecting that was only available in the US. And when it launched, it was every time it launched every month, it was a collection that was released every month. I would have to wait up till 2 a.m. and order it on the website. And there was one day where I was just like, I can't stay up anymore. And I did buy a reseller one on eBay. I know I'm part of the problem. I'll never do it again. But like for a brand like Starbucks in their advertising, their merch, whatever, to be like, oh, we didn't realize it was going to be popular. Like, come on, it's a bear-shaped cup with a logo and a little hat. And you're selling it near Christmas. They knew what they were doing, and if something is hard to get, everyone wants it more. And I mean, come on, after they have been boycotted into the ground recently, it's absolutely no coincidence they bought out something that's viral right before a new merch drop. So apart from the resellers, the coffee shop fight rings, and Starbucks being shady as usual, there has been so much drama online because, and stay with me here, they're mad that the staff get to buy the cups too.
Story time if I waited outside for hours for the new Starbucks Christmas Bear Cup, but the employees took them all before we could even get them. Here I am arriving to my local Kroger, which actually has a Starbucks store inside of it, around 2 a.m. And this is when I got nervous because there was already about 6 people in front of me, and the store said that they only had 6 cups. So I knew I was already in a little bit of a pickle, but I decided to wait it out. Here it is at 6 a.m. They broke the doors open, didn't even wait for the employees, and they started sprinting to check out those bear cups. But little did they know what we were in for. I believe some of the people in front of me got there like even earlier, so I can't only even imagine. But here's the Starbucks.
I like how they're staying in line as they're walking. That's nice.
And if you look there, you can already see employees, including Kroger employees, checking out the cups before we could even get them after we waited in line for them. So I mean, I wasn't that mad, but the people in front of me, they were pissed. They still had a bunch of like the Hello Kitty stuff and the other Christmas mugs, but I was there for the bear cup and the bear cup only. Here's the Hello Kitty stuff in case you were interested in that. They had plenty of it. But unfortunately, I did not walk out with a bear cup and walked out empty-handed.
That's a little bit unfair, but also like, you know, why are you camping overnight for a cup? I get it. I get the need for something. But an employee should have gone outside and been like, listen, guys, we don't have any. I'm so sorry. They've already been taken. It's also crazy, you know, everyone's been online rooting for Starbucks employees to be treated properly, fairly, and unionized, sorry, I can't say that word, and have more rights. But the second they're able to use the privileges they get for working there and putting up with the public, they're like the worst, most evil people alive. I mean, this person wasn't like exceptionally mad. They were a little bit like, you know, they did wake up at whatever time. Someone should have gone outside and been like, guys, we don't have any cups. I'm so sorry. We don't, instead of making them walk all the way there. I actually think the Hello Kitty stuff is way nicer than the bear cup. I remember when I used to work for a company and we had like limited editions, there was somewhere we were told you cannot put any aside. You have to have what's left. And there was sometimes where we're like, yeah, you can. It was based on like demand, right? Okay, let's see what else is happening.
All right, guys, I am going to tell you about my Starbucks bear cup story this morning. My eyes look crazy and I am exhausted, which I will tell you why. So I have been obsessed with these bear cups since I saw them, and I was like, I need to get my hands on a bear cup. So I called every Starbucks that it was possible for me to drive to days before these things got released. I found one that was nowhere near I lived, but the manager said employees are not allowed to buy the bear cups or any of our holiday collection unless they are online with everyone else. So I was like, perfect, I'm going here. The manager was nice on the phone and assured me. My friend called, my mom called, I called. We all made sure like whoever's there first, the line gets the bear cup. So I picked my friend up at 2 a.m. We are the first people at Starbucks. I will insert a video or picture or something to show we're the first ones there. We got there way too early because the workers showed up at like 4:15 and we were still the only ones online. So people start to get there about 4:30, and we're like, okay, they want the Hello Kitty stuff. We want the bear cup. There's 2 bear cups, me and my friend. Like, we're good. Everyone's happy. Everyone's going to get what they want. So 5 minutes before the doors open, one of the workers opened the door and said, I'm just letting you guys know, like, I'm going to be buying the bear cups and the Hello Kitty plushes. So you might want to try another Starbucks that we're wasting our time.
Wait. The staff member was going to buy all the bear cups?
I said, I've been here since 2:15 in the morning, which you knew, because when I watched you guys walked in to your shift, I told you as a joke, like, I've been here all night, proud, camping on the streets of Brooklyn, honestly scared for my life. I did have pepper spray in my hand. But he didn't care. He just closed the door. Didn't care. Mind you, the supervisor on shift said before she was walking in that employees weren't allowed to buy them because of everything with the whole Stanley Starbucks scandal, that employees can't sell it out before the line has the chance to get it. So basically, they kept the doors locked until after 5, and the worker purchased it at 5 while we were outside, which I had a video of, and bought the bear cups while it was freezing cold outside watching. So then the doors open. I run inside like a psycho. I'm 26, sprinting to the back. Maybe there's hope there's a bear cup. And there was no bear cup. He did buy them off of the shelf.
How many?
So I was mad. They clearly broke a rule. You were not allowed to do that. Employees were not allowed to buy it. You were not online. I waited all night in the freezing cold of Brooklyn. This is, by the way, it's like 7413 3rd Avenue in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, this Starbucks location. But they were not allowed to buy it unless they were online. Workers proceeded to say that this worker that purchased it was the first one online when the doors opened.
Sorry, she keeps saying online. She means in, like standing in a line.
I was like, what? Like, you're not even going to lie and say, like, workers are allowed to buy it, which I knew wasn't true because the managers told me. But you're going to say he was the first online? Like, I have video footage, and Starbucks has video footage, and we know you weren't there online. Like, come up with a better lie. But yeah, they did not care and sold it out before the doors opened, breaking the rules, which they knew. Yeah. So I didn't get my bear cut. The people online that got there 2.5 hours after me did get their Hello Kitty stuff, so I'm happy for them. Moral of the story, I waited on the corner of a Brooklyn street with my friend in the freezing cold when I have work in the morning and worked all day, had not slept, to not get a bear cup. So I feel so defeated, and I feel so weird, and I feel so upset over this bear cup. So yeah, that's my story. I just feel like people should follow rules. So I'm going to get Dunkin' tomorrow. I'm striking Starbucks. I still love the bear cup. I hate it, but I love it, and I want it, but I don't have it. So yeah, just thought it was so unfair and wanted to share with you guys. So I'm going to go to sleep, and hopefully tomorrow's a better day. I have not slept. The bear cups are glass, and like my mom told me, don't wish bad things on people. It's not nice, but if you're seeing this, I hope your bear cup breaks. That's mean. You're a mean person.
Yeah, I do think it is annoying when companies don't follow rules. And what's annoying about this situation is she called up before, checked out this was the deal, and then got there and it wasn't the deal. That is annoying. But also, 2 a.m. for a cup. 2 a.m. for a cup. I would never, ever, ever make a video about this, putting myself out there, being like, I waited for 2 a.m. for a cup. A few people had some things to say in the comments. This person said, you could not waterboard this information out me. It's true. This is so tone deaf. It's true. Someone says, hey, as a Starbucks barista, we deserve nice things too. The creator says, I truly think you guys should just get products from corporate and then customers fairly try themselves. Yeah, I agree. And I do think as someone who works there, you should be able to get nice stuff too. But that depends on stock, right? See what stock comes in. Give it to the staff if they want it. I believe that should happen. And then be like, you know what, guys? We don't have any stock. We're so sorry. Instead of being like, I'm going to buy them all. And also, limit it. Like, I've worked in retail. I've worked in busy retail environments where we've all wanted limited edition things, and they've limited it up because it's fair that people get a chance to get what they want. So as, again, someone who's worked in retail, as someone who worked in customer service facing jobs, yes, you absolutely deserve nice things as well. But but also, like, if your manager's going to give a rule, and then when it comes to what actually happens, that rule is broken and it's consumed some of your time, not that I would stay up at 2 a.m., that's unfair too. Just seen it from both sides here. I think that's a little bit unfair.
And that's crazy.
So
you guys have to wait in line just like the rest
everybody
of us.
else. That is not fair. That is not right.
We've been here for 2 hours.
You guys are not fair. Including employees, whoever's the manager, you guys better stop this because you know this is wrong. We are going to report this. All of you guys. That's right.
The woman in the black who put her hood up is an employee here. At first glance, you see the staff with armfuls of stuff and you think, yeah, that is a little bit unreasonable. But they haven't got all the bear cuts. They all just look like they're getting the winter stuff in general and some Hello Kitty things there. To me, I mean, look, that's just like some winter stuff. Has she even got a bear? I don't think that person even has a bear. I don't think they have a bear. Oh, there's one bear there. And some winter stuff.
And that's crazy.
In your school mind, how are they allowed to come in for anybody else?
Employees ourselves were scheduled to be in the store at 5:30.
Okay, so she's working. You're not allowed to work. She's on the clock.
Yeah.
So she's shopping on Starbucks clock. Not according to me. She's shopping on Starbucks clock. She's getting paid. Get on the line. It's 5 to 6.
Oh my god, it's a fucking cop. It's a fucking cop. The blonde woman is screaming at the manager, right? Because she saw a woman in Starbucks uniform buy a cup. Well, the manager is trying to explain that they were allowed to buy one after a certain time. I don't understand why it's a fucking cop. Get a grip. Get a grip. That's the end of my thoughts on this. Get a fucking grip. Go out at 2 a.m. if you want to. If you don't get one, you don't get one. Don't be in there shouting at people because of a fucking cup. Like, sorry, what are you, you don't buy this cup. You don't get one cup. How's it going to affect the rest of your life? You do get the cup. Okay, how is it going to, you get to drink out of it occasionally. You don't buy the cup. Okay, what? So you're never going to be able to sleep again. You're never going to be able to drink again because you don't have this cup. Like, what's your deal? Okay. Thank you for joining me. Consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.